Good morning, guys. Mike here, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to go over TRIAS real quick because I've got a lot of people on my Twitter feed confused as to how I see these charts and how I see all this stuff. Guys, read my bio on my Twitter feed. Don't get caught up in the emotional swings of what you see me tweeting or talking about, because my bias flows with whatever I'm seeing on the chart, and I say what I see at the time I see it. That means it can change. The markets are they flow, they move, so you have to flow and move with them. You have to understand what you're looking at, or else you should not be playing this game, or else you're going to get chopped up. So guys, here's TRIAS. Yesterday, I talked about my two scenarios, the bull scenario and the bear scenario. Right now, I am pretty darn confident that this thing is still in a corrective pattern, meaning this entire structure is a corrective pattern. You've got an A, B, C, an A, B, C, creating your B, and then your C wave down. This is clearly an impulsive move. So this is either one of two things. This is either a C wave, or it is a new impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave and the new direction of the new trend, which means it's basically like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but going that way. I believe that the direction of the trend will still ultimately be up, but this corrective wave could really suck for a lot of people. So I'm out of my position. I have no desire to lose all of my money because I'm married to a coin. I don't get married to coins. I put stop losses in, and if they hit, they hit. And if they, hit, and then all of a sudden the coin explodes from there, then I'll look to find a new entry. I don't care. I don't care if I get stopped out, because I'm not in this thing to marry this coin. This isn't my wife. This is just something that I'm trying to make money on. And I'm not trying to lose money on it. So the way I'm seeing this thing right now is still, you've got a macro 1 impulsive structure here. We have a macro 2 corrective structure here. This structure right now is looking like it's going to end up being a 3, 3, 5, meaning you've got an A, B, C, so it's a 3-wave A. You have a 3-wave B, so a 3, 3, and then a 5, which means this is going to be a 5-wave C. So this thing could do a lot of different things. It could be a running flat. It could be an expanded flat. So until it's finished and until it decides that it's going to stop, I don't know where it's going to stop. I'm not going to act like I do. So I'm guessing at this thing, educationally guessing, hopefully based on my Elliott wave knowledge, as much as anybody else is. My guess, the only difference between my guess and somebody that doesn't have any idea what they're looking at, is that I have a foundation based in Elliott wave, which gives me an idea of what these structures look like and how those structures can act. Doesn't mean they will act that way. It means they can act that way based on historical data. All right, now that that's out of the way, guys. So I also look at price action, supports and resistances. I don't just look at Elliott wave. So I look for confluence. So last night, I posted a chart showing basically a three wave down to this line here, 575-ish, and then a 4-wave up, and then a 5-wave down to around 390. I've got a lot of support in this zone here. So this zone here, I would assume will be probably a trading zone of some sort. Let's dive in a little deeper. So it looks like last night while I was sleeping, this thing breached this support, came back up, retested that support, which is now resistance. This thing is confirmed as resistance. This is what I was talking about a couple days ago that I do not want to happen. We closed underneath it. We have tested it, and now we're continuing to go back down. My guess at this point is that we will come down to this area here, 375 to 636 ish. That is where I will look to buy for a trade, guys. I will be buying there to trade it. I'll be buying there to sell it. So if it does get down to here, I'll be buying on a bounce back. Maybe, if it gets down to there, it might bounce up to this area here. If it does, I sell. The other option is if this thing decides to trade above this support and flip this back into support, then I'll buy. I'm not talking about I'll buy if it wicks there. I'm talking about I'll buy if it actually stays up there and trades up there and starts to look impulsive. So I buy here and I buy here. That's what I see as of right now. If it comes down to here, I'll look to buy. If it breaches up here and starts trading up here, so if this thing goes like this, and starts going up, that's when I'll buy. That would confirm this as a support. Right now it's confirmed as a resistance. I'm assuming this will act as a support and we'll get a bounce. So I'm assuming this thing will do something like something like that. So I'll buy down here and then I'll sell on my bounce. So really, I'm looking for a 20 to 30% gain. In a market like this, I'm not looking to hold coins for very long. I'm looking to find 15, 20% bounces and get out. I lost money on a lot of this recent corrective wave, this corrective structures across the crypto board. I had stops in place, so I'm out of my positions. But now I'm going to be looking for playing those positions and playing these smaller bounce waves. I'm not looking for 100% gains right now. I'm looking for, 10, 20. And if I get a 30% gain, I'll be happy as hell. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. See you later.